And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the finale of Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. And let's start right away, and we need that Mind Stone, it's in here.
It was too hot to pick up.
Yes, let's start right away. I completely forget to introduce your guest.
Oh, yeah, Retro Kaiser's here too. And he goes to weak to push down that...
I just didn't have the strength to tip that barrel.
the barrel of water. Let's ask the little asshole for help.
These are George's shades, right? Has he been here?
Jaws!
Where is he?
I didn't remember that. That's cool. He calls him Jaws too.
What's that? It looks like the stone.
I would
we
hate
bought
to be
from
called
Paris,
Jaws
but it's
too, because that
different.
movie stunk.
Yes, it has a carving of an eagle. That clinches it. George must have found this stone in the Caribbean.
So he has the
managed
eagle
to
stone.
hide the stone when the village was attacked by Karzak's men. I hope to God that George was all right. Where's George? George has been here, right? He was pointing to the smoldering remains.
Okay.
Hey, Shorty, make yourself useful and help me with this
I love how she says that too, like, eh, shorty. I just love this voice actress.
French is so rude.
Yeah.
Thanks. I recognize that. It's the coyote stone.
Alright, so we have all the stones now.
I
We got
have
'em
the
all,
coyote and
my
jaguar
precious.
stones. Titi
Oh, my
Boko had the
precious.
eagle, according
Yeah.
to the shaman. That's all we needed to deal with Tezcatlipoca. Pity he hadn't any ideas for dealing with Karzak.
Actually, I always forget to talk to Titi Poco at this part, so I
What
never
is it?
really... I mean, I know he has one of the
Where are you
stones,
pointing?
but it's like, I always forget that, you know, it's established somewhere along the line. I always just assume that they gave him one out of convenience in the story.
We arrived to find Georges being led up the stairs. We clearly didn't have much time.
Alright, this is a... well, this is not a super difficult puzzle. But we have to pretend to... well, we have to walk over here for a little bit first.
Hey, señorita.
Too late. I had been seen.
Here's the henchman crew.
Bonjour, Capitaine.
Only Sergeant Pretty One.
So we got. So let's see. We've got a guy that looks to be wearing a Nike or a Coca-Cola shirt with a gun. We got Tarzan for some reason. We've got a
I mean, la
someone that looks like a
La Presidenta is your
guy
aunt.
with sunglasses.
Yeah.
Anyway, Auntie said.
Well, the guy with the sunglasses does look like a, you know, a kind of
But you're not Guatemala.
villainous... Like he said, he's a sergeant, like a villainous
It's a
officer.
long story.
Kind of a
May I go
slob.
up the pyramid?
We have strict instructions not to let anybody pass.
Oh, but I've told you who I am. Surely nobody would mind.
Well,
I love how gullible
please,
this guy is,
I'd
too.
be
Like,
ever
any
so
lie we
grateful.
tell him, he just
I
believes.
tell you what. I'll ask Pablo if it's okay for you to go up.
If Pablo saw me, I'd be dead. No, it's not worth the bother. I'm not really that interested in their stupid pyramid anyway.
Well, okay. It's men's work up there anyway.
I'll just run along and play around here, okay?
Okay, you do that.
Okay, but that's how we get the those guys off our backs.
Has he got like a little shovel in his hand or something?
It's a fly swatter,
Oh, okay.
obviously.
Just looks like he's got a shovel in one hand and a shoe in the other.
Okay, I always forget how to do this. I know we need to hook up the rope up to this elevator.
The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid. The engine looked like it was supposed to...
Let's see. Okay, we need to take the cylinder. We still have the knife. So we got the fuel line.
I love how you can spot that stuff despite how blend in it is with everything else. In that
Yeah,
little
but I
shop.
know how this puzzle goes. Mostly, I know we need. I need to get Titi Poco to climb up the scaffolding and get the rope there. And I love this too. It's the never-ending line of fuel.
The fuel from the severed line had formed a pool.
I mean, surely it would have like ended already, but it just keeps going until we use the cylinder on it.
With fuel like that, who needs gas prices?
I mean, it's basically so you can't fuck this puzzle up. And now we put it in the machine.
I'm glad you're doing that. I'm glad you're not going to drink it.
No, what the hell would you do there? Talk about explosive flatulence.
The motor spluttered into life.
Okay, and then,
The engine was working okay, but it wasn't connected to the equipment lift.
okay, and I'll put that away. I'll switch it off too, because...
The engine stopped dead.
Oh, wait, maybe I just have to talk to Tzipoko. No. Okay. Alright, it does the, Okay, now it works. Good, good.
Titipoko, I have an important job for you. Take this rope to the top of this scaffolding and throw it over the top.
Oh,
Again, you can clearly notice that these characters have been drawn, like, on the computer. Like, they don't look hand-drawn at all. So, yeah. And that wouldn't be a bad thing, but it just looks so jarring. Have I told you about The Dig, which is a LucasArts adventure game?
You probably have, and I've probably forgotten, but do tell again, Mr. Sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Sir? Why did I call you Mr. Sir for?
Well, that's a game, that was the first LucasArts adventure game where they actually had, like, like animated cutscenes that were like hand animated, but they clearly like used some kind of second-hand, like, you know, really cheap foreign animation studio to make those, and as a result, the animations didn't look particularly great. And so that's the funny part, but they put a lot of effort into the sprite animations in that game. So that's one of the few rare instances I can think of in a game where, honestly, the sprite animations look better than the hand animated cutscenes in a game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's the? Did I just go interesting? String?
Interesting.
Okay?
I thought put that. I did put that.
Don't make fun of my speech impediment.
Georges, I realized those bastards were going to sacrifice Georges to Tezcatlipoca.
Okay, here's a nice piece of detail. If you look at you can see the moon in the background, and especially in the following cutscene that happens after this part, you can see that no, it's the sun, and you can see the moon slowly, like, the eclipse is
Someone will
happening.
be here soon, and Karzak will be close behind. Just keep the Yankee covered and leave the worrying to others.
yeah, Raoul.
The
Well, that's a
maniacs were
bit
going to
crass,
sacrifice
tying up
Georges.
George like that and aiming a gun at him.
Shut up!
Yeah,
Calm
and remember,
down.
that's the general again. Remember,
Hey, Raoul.
Yeah, I recognize him.
Yeah.
He's nice.
You're very funny.
mullet,
I haven't
Yeah.
golden mullet.
When Karzak
He's a
comes
very
your
recognizable
heart out,
character, although he's
I'll
not
be the
smiling
one
for some
laughing.
reason.
I'll bet I'm not the only one.
Well,
who didn't
yeah, you
jump
can tell
around
now
either.
that he's holding a gun, that he's clearly not a military man.
Warning you.
Raoul was a bundle of raw nerves. I hoped Georges wouldn't push him too far.
Okay, there's
Every time I see people tied up like that, I always expect like that big pendulum sort of saw blade. Just
Oh,
going,
yeah.
woo, woo.
like in a saw blade. Well, blade, you
Not
mean?
so.
Yeah.
It's like a scythe, just a blade.
The pen and the pendulum. I mean, the pit and the pendulum death scenario.
Yeah.
That's a weird ass, like, Edgar Allan Poe story. I don't know. Have you ever read it? Where that comes from?
No, I have not. I've been trying to find Edgar Allan Poe books, but I just can't seem to find it.
Well, they're all short story collections. I mean, he has one novel, I think, and I've never actually read it, but I love Edgar Allan Poe to bits, so... Okay. Now we get to use that... Remember that cigarette lighter that's shaped like a gun?
Lighter gun you pulled on me so
Yep.
amusingly.
Is that a gun in his pants, or is he just happy to see you?
Oh, and again with the pre-rendered fire. That looked like the campfire from earlier, like scaled down and squashed.
I dropped,
Looks dreadful.
a
It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Everything is under control. I'll have the fire out in a minute or two.
Alright, and that ammo belt, we're gonna throw it in the fire. Kids, don't do this at home, because this is legit dangerous.
Yeah. Are we assuming that kids buy their own bullets
Yeah, no.
these days?
That's a joke. Alright.
What's
But
that?
here, Pablo clearly is like hand animated.
Trouble.
Give it up. The pyramid's surrounded.
I'll find out what the trouble is.
So. Okay, this
Watch
is
Stubber doesn't pull
this is
any
one of my favorite
tricks.
lines coming up.
If he does, shoot him in the head, not through the heart.
Why does it matter? He'll be dead either way.
His heart belongs to Tezcatlipoca.
That's not true. We just had dinner a couple of times.
That is fucking brilliant. Okay, and time to confront Raoul.
Drop the gun or I shoot.
Don't hurt me.
Don't worry yourself. My finger isn't loaded.
Nico, what are you doing here?
Now he's smiling.
Firstly, I'm going to set Georges free,
Yeah,
and then
I
screw up
see.
Karzak's skin.
No, I can't let you do that. Karzak has promised me power.
Raoul, wake up. The only thing Karzak has on offer is death. You may want to ask Oublier. Except you can't. Karzak murdered him.
You're lying. Ubier's in Europe.
Sure, he's in Europe. In London, on a mortuary slab with 2 bullet holes in him.
But Karzak promised. When he frees Tezcatlipoca, we'll all be granted great power.
Listen to her, Raoul. Karzak's insane.
I don't know. I need to think.
You've let your mother do your thinking for you up to now. You need to think for yourself.
Oh, there's a funny
Your
bit.
mother and Karzak think alike.
When we were in the
There's only
London
one
Metro tunnel,
expendable member
remember that
of
weighing
the
machine?
clan left,
It
and
also
that's
it gave us our weight, and it also gives you a fortune.
Oh, I'm
Like a
tired
fortune
of
cookie.
trying to reason with you, Raoul.
Did you miss completely what the fortune was, or did you at least read it?
Watch this man. and if
No,
he
I
makes a
missed it
move,
completely,
shoot him in
sorry.
Oh
the
yeah,
head.
well, it relates to the finale of this game, which is why it's funny.
Is that the one where it gives away the last puzzle?
No, it doesn't give us the last puzzle. I'm wondering if yeah, I do have it. Once we're done with this dramatic bit, like I'll show it to you what it
Hold
says.
still, Georges. I don't want to sacrifice you by accident.
Yeah, that's so funny. You used the dagger on George, who's laying on the altar, tied up.
You have no idea how glad I am.
It's kind of weird that George is now in his regular clothes because they're still in South America. You'd think
You
it'd
can
get very
save the
hot
Happy Reunions for later.
with
You've
that jacket.
Got to move. Come on.
Maybe they forced him to change.
Well, because he lost
Is
his
that-
sunglasses, and I guess they didn't want to redraw his sprites without the sunglasses.
We're toast. I know, Titipoco. I'm not too happy here either.
He knows this is Tezcatlipoca's pyramid, the house of the enemy.
Well, we can't stay here like rats in a trap.
And we can't go out the way we came in. It would be suicide. I'll have a look round. Maybe there's another way out. In the meantime, take this. It's the Coyote Stone. It might bring you luck, I hope.
All right. So now they all have one stone.
You managed to recover the stones from the village? Then we might have a chance after all. Incidentally, what would Titipoco have done if Graciento had moved?
Titipoco? Nothing. He's given up violence.
All right, let's look at that. This was the fortune.
The weight was in imperial units. It meant nothing to me. The card also had my fortune on it. A family quarrel will turn out to your advantage.
A family quarrel will end up in your advantage. So that's a little thing that teases a thing that happens.
The
later.
lever was very difficult to move and appeared to do nothing anyway.
I think we have to pull both of these levers.
Leave her alone.
Still no good.
Yeah.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Okay, but now we need George's help, obviously, to move those levers. It wouldn't be.
George?
Yeah?
It would be an adventure game with two
George,
playable
I can
characters
only
if there
pull
wasn't one
lever
where
at
you
a
had
time,
to
and I
use
think
both
we
of them.
need to pull both together.
Okay, I'm up for that.
How very romantic.
Guess what happens? And guess what happens once we do?
Titty Poco falls through a trapdoor.
Well, close. You're a 1/3 of the way there. And now look at the moon while this cutscene is happening. Well, also pay attention to the cutscene, but it's really cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's getting close. Time is running out.
Raoul, there's something suspicious. This sacrifice. Where is it?
Actually, yeah, the brightness changes
Nico
also,
was
so you
here
do
with
notice
Titty
that.
Poco. They set him free. I couldn't stop them.
You idiot! I should have strangled you at birth. Titi Poco's gone soft. He wouldn't have hurt you.
I know that.
The darkness of this hun is almost upon us, and we have no sacrifice to appease Tezcatlipoca. Have you any idea what your incompetence will cost us?
I think so. And I'm glad.
What?
The Mayans weren't fools. Tezcatlipoca should stay exactly where they put him.
Finally got some backbone from somewhere, huh? Shame it's so late in the day.
I'd rather
Look at the sun
die
now,
than
like,
do in
that's
contact with
it's
the
looking really
I've
cool.
noticed that even
I
the shading
will
is.
still sacrifice shown.
Yeah.
See,
Is
the eclipse
changed.
begins. Pablo, kill him! This Catlipoca can feed upon his yellow heart.
Nico was right all along, but it's still not too late.
And now Graziento has an internal monologue for some reason.
See who sacrifices who.
Okay, this is Nico's part, and this is easily one of the hardest puzzles in the
What place
game.
is this? I was in some
Well, not
sort of
hard, but it's
strange room.
Really
Tiles and
friggin'
dials.
long.
The priests who designed this place must have known how
Has it
to
got to
use
do
them.
with those
I
big
was going to
giant
have to
wheels
figure
on the
it out
wall?
for myself
Yep,
if I
those
ever
big
wanted
giant
to get out
wheels.
of here.
And I'll show you, the room continues. So basically there's two symbols that you have to match here. And it matches up two symbols with two symbols here, and then these symbols over here. So this is a really
Eee,
long
that
ass
sounds
puzzle.
tedious.
Yeah. So it's not really difficult so much as it is a lot of hard work. By the way, I want to show these wheels again. And this is what you have to do to move
The
them.
room was decorated.
Wait a
It
minute.
was the
Yeah. And so that's what you got to do. By the way, doesn't it look like with the head there, like this is just like this statue just has a nice old big rack here.
I'm glad someone said it. I was
Okay,
like, it
but
reminds me of those, those fat ladies from the opera.
Oh,
With their
yeah.
Viking helmets and their
yeah, like a chest.
Yeah.
Like a chest plate. Okay, but
Yeah.
there is a way to skip this, and it involves finding a spot on this statue here.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay. This is how you skip the puzzle.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is.
Look at this.
wiggle. Et voilà.
Well, that's how you do the puzzle in a flash.
Yeah. There's a line of dialogue that
So, I
sadly
thought
she doesn't
this is
say
it, you
if
know?
you don't complete
This
the puzzle. But
is true
George
love.
always told me there was
Anyway,
there was a trick
I have to
to
leave
opening
for a few
secret
weeks, and
doors.
when I
I'm
come back,
happy
I'll
that I was
find
picking it up.
Damn right. And with who? Labano. That creep.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
You couldn't probably hear it, but she says "wiggle" at that point when she does that. So that was really funny. And they they kind of have a callback to the wiggle line in, I think, Broken Sword, the smoke, the Sleeping Dragon.
Looks like another dead-end titty poco. Any ideas? I was hoping for something a little more constructive. Never mind, I'll have a look around.
Alright, so we have to obviously pick up this torch. And obviously Titi Poco has the solution. Is it actually even a puzzle, or is it just kind of goofing around?
We're just lighting the match while Titty Poco's sitting down on the throne.
With a couple of sticks, or flint and tinder, or... Or a cheesy novelty cigarette lighter, as it turned out.
This fire is like really weirdly animated too. Like, there's like clearly like some gray outlines on it, as if it was like cropped from somewhere, but kind of badly.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see him.
I don't know
They
why.
stick out.
I don't know why animating fire was such a problem for these Revolution guys.
I don't know. Maybe they'll have burnt out of animation by this point.
Nothing's happened. Oh, I hate that. Don't you hate that?
Who didn't see that one coming?
Yeah. More trapdoors. Like, this would seem like the obvious place to have like a bunch of like deaths, but surprisingly, like there aren't any. You just have to.
Great. I had no idea where I was, no idea where the others had got to.
Like, I would have expected a death if you got the puzzle wrong.
Still, I wasn't dead yet.
I mean,
so
especially you're in an ancient temple. Like, this would seem like the most obvious place to have like a whole big death trap scenario. But no, it's just a bunch of puzzles that you have to solve.
Must have weighed tons sealed the door.
Okay, this is the door puzzle, so you have to...
Charming.
Okay, so I think... I'm sure I have to only pull one of these levers.
Beautiful room. I like the use of blue in this room.
Oh yeah, this is really well designed. And also, when we go into this corner here, like, there's a bit in it that really reminds me of the movie Labyrinth. Because there's a big face, like, at the end of the corridor that looks really creepy.
Every time I think this place can't get any spookier, it does.
Okay, and I don't think we have to pull any more levers. We just have to get back to that room we were before. Or I might be wrong.
Yes, finally.
Okay.
I'm out of here. The torch was fine where it was. My old torch was dying, and I...
Oh, okay, yeah. So use this torch to light the other torch. And...
I've got a question. Are these temples accurately as dangerous as all these adventure movies portray them to be?
No.
No.
I don't actually think there's been like an ancient temple that's had like a death trap in it specifically. I think the deadliness of ancient tombs it's because of King Tutankhamun, because all the people on the expedition died, and everybody assumed that it was a big curse, and they all died from like fucking infections and things that they got while in Egypt. So that's kind of ruins the mystery, but that's what it is.
It's like magic in a sense.
All right. And I think this might literally be the last thing we have to do, is just pull this lever.
Cool. Onwards and
Is
downwards.
it just me, or does this staircase sort of remind you of the last level in the Ghostbusters video game?
Yeah, but except it's nowhere near as much work to get up, and actually you're going down. And okay, here it goes. The very final click of the game.
This was it. The pyramid's
Oh,
central
I don't have
chamber.
to click anything.
Its dark heart. Once before in my life, I'd stood in front of a door and thought, this is it. If I go through there, I'm going to die. I'd been wrong then. I hoped I was wrong now. This was the door that led to the central chamber and the smoking mirror.
Ooh.
All right.
What the?
There's Karzak in his priest getup.
I was about to say, even though that's a very crappy DC superhero costume. Ugh, that's a bit nasty.
Oh crap! George is in trouble.
Oh, I get it. They're putting the stones in there to stop
It's
him.
always Titi Poco. Can't reach it. Oh no, it's General Grasiento. And here comes Tezcatlipoca. That's a really creepy design for a Tezcatlipoca.
That's a very cartoony. That's very cartoony looking for a game like this. There's nothing more sadder than an old lady falling to her death. Oh, is that the family quarrel?
Yeah, that was the thing. And here he is. God damn it! I should have looked if he was missing a leg, because that's an old detail. But that's pretty damn gruesome. Yeah, just melted away basically.
Skeletor's going crazy.
And there it is.
Oh great, puzzles like this. It makes you think, what if there was a bad ending to this game that had him succeeding?
Probably not. Oh hey, and did you see that little explosion outside the pyramid? That was Pablo getting blown to bits. Oh wait, it went straight to this. It didn't show the credits. Huh. Well, that's a
what
bit
an anticlimactic ending.
Yeah,
Well,
and especially because I love the ending credits song. Oh man. It must be because I don't have the files copied from the disc, so I just skipped the credits. Oh well, that's a little sad.
Oh.
But
That's it.
yeah, it's a really like cool like reggae song that they play over the credits. So yeah, that was Broken Sword, the Smoky Mirror. So what did you think about it, Kaiser?
That was good.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad. I think I enjoyed Gabriel Knight 2 a bit more though, but this was still pretty decent.
Oh yeah, and this is like I said before, like this is a really good adventure game. I would recommend for people who aren't very good with adventure games because it's really easy. But it still has a really good story. The thing that's I think is a little disappointing is that there are some obviously very rushed parts, but it's still a really well-made game overall. And yeah, I had fun with this. I'm glad that we did this Let's Play, and thank you for watching. And I'm Hannu TheHande Mäkinen. See you on the next one. Kaiser, do you have some closing words?
Oh no, I'm just busy looking at the skeleton melting flesh guy in the mirror. Because
yeah. Okay. See ya on the next one. Bye.
Inside job. If your name is Mary, if your name is Bob, it's up to you if you sing or sob. Remember, happiness is an inside job.
And it's really well hidden. This might take a minute. And if I can't find it straight away, I'll look up where it is. But
yep, if you can't find them, we'll be stuck with that really crap house version of Wheel of Fortune.
oh Jesus! I'm sure it's those berries. Nope. Okay, just a sec. I'm looking this up quickly, and I'm gonna cut this part out because I've made a video with these.
Hang on, folks. We'll be back in a minute. Let's just cheat for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep the recording going. Like, I'm not gonna do anything about that, but.
So they just pretty much added a hidden button in the game.
Yeah, I know.
So very Indiana Jones-esque. Or something like that. Just very adventure movie-esque.
Yeah. Let's see. I hope I actually showed the spot. I mean, there's a picture of it somewhere online I can find. But it literally is like a single pixel. Okay. Oh! What happened? Okay, there it is. Okay. Let's see. I think it's supposed to be here somewhere. It's really precise where it is.
It wouldn't be a secret otherwise.
Yep. Whoop. There.